Welcome back to Open. Under the shade, I flourish. That is the motto of Belize, the Central American country with a rich cultural history and legacy that spans across centuries. Our next guest is the director of the NYC Belize Parkfest, a festival that not only celebrates Belizean culture, presence, and contributions in New York, the event also raises charity funds to support education initiatives in Belize. Duane Gutierrez, welcome.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
A pleasure to have you here. The 2024 Parkfest, when and where?
So the 2024 Belize Parkfest, September 7th, 2024, of course, will be held at Industry City in Sunset Park in Brooklyn. All right.
How do you get there?
So you would get there, you can take the train, the D, the N, and the R. They also have the ferry from Rockaway and also from Manhattan that stops there as well. You can always travel by train or bus. Hey, if you want, you can fly also. You can come in from Belize.
Of course.
You can come in from all over.
Sunset Park is a great neighborhood to live in, of course, and also to visit. For people to take the subway, it's a bit of a walk, right? From the subway station, you have to cross underneath the Gowanus Expressway. It's possible. I've done it many times. You just have to be careful. Yeah. What can you tell me about Industry City and why you chose it as a location this year?
So this year, Industry City, the reason why we chose it is because in New York City, there's not really a lot of open space for us to really...
Open and affordable.
Open and affordable to choose from. So we just went with Industry City because, one, the great view, also because they included a stage as well, which is a big deal. And, just because of the type of format that it's in. So, it's an old industrial area that they remade. So it looks amazing now. So we definitely
It has various patios, spectacular views of the harbor and the Statue of Liberty. It's really an experience.
Yes.
Now tell me, what is going to happen that day? What is in the festival?
So what is in the festival, of course, is at first we have great music, great food, great people, great vibes, right? So as soon as you get there, we're going to be having the Griffina band Los Rejects. They're going to be playing right as soon as you enter. They're going to be playing those beautiful drums. As you enter, I want you to be able to see all of our sponsors. And as you walk in further, we want you to deal with the food, of course. We're going to have panadas, garnachas, salbutes, tamales, all the different types of Belizean cuisines. And we want everyone to come and experience it. And towards the back, we want to have the main show and the big stage with all the Belizean artists coming from Belize and also the American Belizean artists from here.
What is the history of the event?
So the history of the event is it was started in the 1970s by a group of by just a group of different organizations, and they decided to come together just because they wanted to, have a place where Belizeans can, meet and greet and have a lot of fun together. And as time went on, due to financial issues, they split up. And the new founder was Buddy Brown after that, and he took it over and he brought it back, and he's been actually doing it for the past 30 years. But the last 5 years, same issue is, he hit financial issues and he was doing it on his own. So I had found him, reached out, and he gave me the blessing to take it over.
Now, the importance of this event to raise awareness about Belize as a nation, because believe it or not, some people have no idea where it is. It is in the Americas, for God's sake. Even last night in my office, they were trying to figure out what it is, and they said, no, that's that island of Mexico. And I said, no. And also, so it seems key to raise awareness about Belize, the country, but also raise awareness about the Belizean community in New York that some people are not even aware it actually does exist.
Yes. So of course the Belizean community here in New York City, if you Google it, it says about 8,000 Belizeans, which is completely incorrect, but that's okay. Now if you ask Alexa, it's about 49,000 Belizeans in New York City. Now, as for raising awareness to Belize, Belize of course is in Central America. We're beneath Mexico, next to Guatemala, and we're connected to the Caribbean Sea. We're pretty much the hidden gem of the Caribbean. We're also part of CARICOM. So a lot of people don't know that, right? So we're pretty much like a big melting pot of culture. So you have Garifuna, you have the Mayans, you have just regular Creole Belizeans, Afro-American, Afrocentric community. It's a whole lot of, it's a whole big melting pot, mixture of people.
I have had a chance to visit and I loved it, and I was very shocked by the locals proudly telling me, oh, we are the United States of Central and South America because of our own diversity. And there was an aspect of Belize that I was not aware, but also it seems to be informed by the history that dates back to millennia, from the Mayans all the way to the whole African component, and then the British presence as well.
Yes. So of course we are owned by the British. So that's why we're pretty much the only English-speaking country in Central America. But our main dialect is Creole. So that is like a little mix of broken down English patois.
In terms of the artists participating in the festival, what is the importance of the festival as a platform that provides the space and the spotlight on these artists that otherwise would have very limited chances elsewhere?
So yeah, so of course, when it comes to the artist is a big deal for me. The artists, they are really important. There's a lot of big artists in Belize right now, such as Echo Middleton, which he actually just was brought out by the soca artist Kes during his performance during the last Belize International Music Food and Festival. And there's another artist called Yastalia. She's a great, amazing singer. But the platform that we're trying to do is we're just trying to have them be able to come to New York City and be able to experience a whole new, bigger scene. So maybe that way we can get a little more shine on their work.
So it works both ways then, Belizean
Yes.
artists here and also visiting Belizean artists
Yes.
from the country.
Yes, so we're just trying to connect everybody and go beyond Belize.
How about the charity component of the event? I found it fascinating.
Yes, so actually we are a nonprofit organization. So the New York City Belize Parkfest is a 501c3. The charity component is, yes, we are raising funds for students back home to cover their costs, because students back home, it's not free education. They do have to pay to go to school. So we're looking for sponsors to pretty much take care of those expenses. But we're also raising funds for the youth and sports ministry. So that way, we can pretty much bring out a lot of our sports teams, because they don't have the help that they need to become a lot bigger and better than they are.
And how can people attend the festival? Is there a registration fee or a process that they should go through?
So there's no process, but if you want to attend the festival, you don't have to be Belizean, of course. Just go ahead and you could go to the website, nycbzeparkfest.org, and you can purchase the tickets through our website. You can also purchase tickets on Eventbrite. Okay.
When it comes to the Belizean community in New York, of course you know it far better than I do, what do you think are those next steps that the community should be moving toward or aspiring to?
So the thing with the Belizean community is that because we're such an unknown community, I feel like we should really be out more outspoken and talking a little bit more and showing up to a lot of these Caribbean communities and actually introducing ourselves and getting ourselves out there, at the same time trying to elevate our own knowledge, whether it's financial or entrepreneurship or even just business savvy.
It's interesting because even though you're there at the heart of Central America, you're not considered Hispanic, you're not considered Caribbean, you're kind of like other in between.
Yes, so we're kind of like, we're the hidden gem of the Caribbean. That's what we are. And we take pride in being the hidden gem. And we're going to continue to take pride, but we're also going to show up and we're going to show out. And I think it's time.
How was the festival last year?
So last year, it hasn't been done in the last 5 years. So this is the first time.
This is the big comeback.
This is the comeback. We are returning.
Now, what is your vision for next year? Because I know your brain must be working already on that.
So next year, we hope to actually do fundraisers throughout the year, such as maybe teaching people how to cook Belizean cuisine, or maybe how to, we're also looking to do fundraisers where we're teaching people how to play the drums and letting the Garifuna come in and actually teach their culture a little bit more, so everyone can get to know the different types of cultures that's in Belize. But we're looking to pretty much do this every year.
What can people do to stay in touch year-round and be in the know of Belizean community and culture, not necessarily when the event is happening?
So of course, you can always follow us on Instagram, all the socials, NYC Belize Parkfest on Instagram, X, Twitter, YouTube. You can also go to the website, nycbzeparkfest.org, and you can also submit your email address so that way you can get notifications. And we also have a WhatsApp info group.
Are you still looking for vendors? And how can people support the work you do and the organization?
So of course, we are still looking for food vendors. We're still looking for, we're looking for a lot more, such as financial. It's not too late to do sponsorships with us as well, sorry. But if you want to reach out, just reach out to our socials. That's the best way to contact us.
Thank you, Duane, for this information and for joining us today.
No problem. Thank you so much.
Reminder, everyone, the NYC Belize Parkfest is taking place on Saturday, September 7th from 4 p.m. to midnight at Courtyard 1 in Industry City in Brooklyn. For more information about the festival, visit nycbzeparkfest.org.